Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Loose Change. It's your boy, The Show Off. Welcome to Celebrity Week. Y'all know most of the time I try to dodge the celebrity news or whatnot. But this week is totally devoted to celebrity news. All right, we're going to talk about Will and Jada, which I'm going to be doing right now, and we're going to talk about Dave Chappelle at some point this week. We're going to talk about, I will be posting. If you haven't looked up my page on Facebook, it's LOO$ECHANGE on Facebook. Look it up, like the page. I'm going to be posting some of my flashbacks about celebrity news. I will be talking, flashing back to Colin Kaepernick. Since the talk has really disappeared about social justice over the last 10 or 11 months, well, basically the last year since the election finished, I would like to keep that conversation going because we have a long way to go, you guys. So anyway, we're talking about Will and Jada today, and here, I think you're seeing the effects of what an abnormal relationship leads to. All right? Because has anybody questioned the fact of how can Jada help these people that she's bringing to the table when she seems to be so fucked up herself? Like, has anyone questioned that? But I digress. So, as a man, we like to put things together, all right? So, if you don't know what Jada Pinkett has been saying, what Jada said was she was talking about how hard it is for her and Will to connect sexually after 23 years of marriage and 27 years together. How hard it is to connect with Will. Now, as a man, because I see a lot of people are now, when the entanglement thing came out, you know, Will Smith was kind of the butt of jokes and all of that stuff. But I see now a lot of people, and especially a lot of women, are saying that Will Smith should basically, a lot of women are saying that it's time for Will Smith to leave Jada, okay? Because she's taking all of their personal shit in order to stay relevant, by the way, because like I said, nobody really watches these things unless, like, it's not the talk of the town unless it's somehow tied to Will Smith. So what are their two biggest episodes? The entanglement episode and this episode now. You saw that on being advertised on ET, all of the fucking tabloid type TV shows were pushing this narrative, all right, or pushing these two episodes, right? Now, with that being said, y'all, a lot of times we see so many women talking about mental health and the mental health that comes with their relationship or whatnot. So at what point do you start to say, you know what, maybe I should keep some of this shit private because there is a whole other person that's being affected by what I have to say publicly? At what point do you stop worrying about you? And that's why I always had a problem with that shit that Will said when he said, it's not my job to make my wife happy, and it's not. See, that's that Scientology shit, y'all. That's that Scientology shit. If it's not your job to get married, then why if it's not your job to make your wife or husband happy, then what is the point of getting married? There is no point. That's a mixture of Scientology and money speaking. Because whatever comes at us, we can fix it somehow, some way, through money. Now you see how that's working out. Because in case y'all not knowing what the hell is going on, there is an inferiority complex going on right now between Will and Jada. Really within Jada Pinkett. She's never found her space in a relationship. Like, even though it comes across that she has dictated the terms of the relationship, I know Will recently came out and said that Jada never wanted to have a traditional marriage. In other words, she wanted to do the open relationship thing. We step out, we find happiness, and we come to each other with our happiness and combine that. Now, the problem that you may have with that, or the problem that comes with that, is now traditionally, and this is the way that we were raised when we were coming up. Traditionally, marriage had its place in society. Marriage has no place in this society that we have now, and the reason why it doesn't is because we don't value it anymore. It's just that simple. It's just flat out, plain and simple. We don't value marriage anymore. At this point, after being together for 27 years, you're supposed to be moving into that stage of being content with your situation. Whatever it may be, you've been together for 27 years, been married for 23 years. You're supposed to be moving into that stage of, let's do everything we can do right now to fulfill our destiny. This is societal standards, y'all, we talking about. Let's do everything we need to do to fulfill our destiny in these next 10 years or so. And then then we move into retirement age, the golden years. Instead, because you have all of this extra shit, and you had, like, marriage is also, people don't understand, marriage is also supposed to simplify life. Alright? That's kind of the point of marriage, is really to simplify life. Like, you're not dealing with all of these extra personalities, you're not dealing with all of these people, you're not dealing with all the bullshit that extra people bring to your circle, bring to your area. That's what marriage is supposed to do. Now, when you listen to Will and Jada, if you can't tell what the problem is all of that extra shit that they were doing. So now they don't know whether they're coming and going. It's just like when you listen to what she said at the red table. Are you coming or going? Are you coming or going? You're still, and now, where did all of this new shit that you need to communicate that you like to your husband, where did that come from? It came from all of these extra dudes that you've been having these experiences for, and now you look to Will at 50-something years old to be able to do the shit that you was doing with a 24-year-old man. It just is what it is. That's where this whole thing comes from. That's where this whole thing lands. I'm out. Show off.